Hi guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, my name is Femke and in today's video I will be doing some me time nail care nail polish of the week video in which I choose one specific color from my nail polish collection, just sit down, swatch it, talk about it and so on. So definitely grab your own nail supplies and paint your nails together with me. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you would like to do so and become a part of my little nail family here at YouTube. But as usual, before going in with your colored polish, you want to make sure you're starting off with clean and fresh nails. So make sure there isn't any leftover nail polish on the nails or any oils or debris or dust or anything like that, if you might have filed your nails on forehand. So just wipe them off with a little bit of like nail polish remover or maybe even some rubbing alcohol just to really clean your natural nail plate and go in with your base. For today's video, I will be using PJR Care nail polishes only. This is such a nice brand. They are actually 16 free these days. They used to be 10 free or 11 free if I'm correct, but they actually amped up their game and went 16 free. They are plant-based, vegan, halal, breathable, cruelty-free. I just really love this brand. It is actually a Dutch brand as well, and I do have a discount code if you want to check them out. I'm not getting paid or any like specific amount of money if you buy from them with my discount. It is just something that the brand provided me to share with you guys to save a little money. And of course, you guys know me, I am Dutch. I love a good deal. I love some good discount and saving a little bang on my buck as well. But yeah, this base coat is actually pretty decent. The only like thing I have to complain about this brand, like in general, are the brushes. Like the brushes, they aren't bad, but I'm just used to working with a little bit of like a wider brush than these actually are. So if you don't mind that at all, like this is a perfect brand. But if they would make the brushes a little more wide, they would definitely be easier for me to use and so on. Once again, it isn't a bad brush at all. I just really like a little bit like wider brush for myself, like personally. But the base is really nice. It dries super fast. It definitely prevents from staining, chipping, tip wear and so on. It is definitely one of my favorite bases, and the same goes for the top coat, but I will get back into that when I'm going to apply that. But for today's color, I'm going to use Trust the Process. This is a color that I was sent out I think like 2 months ago or something like that. It has been a little minute, but of course, you know, I have moved, I have purchased a new home, did renovations and stuff, so it did take a little while for me to actually sit down and swatch the new colors that I received from PJR Care, but this was one of those colors, and it is just a beautiful, like the perfect color of the year, like color of 2022 periwinkle kind of tone. It is so pretty. This color is full on creamy. I did feel like it was a little bit more sheer than what I'm used to seeing from PJR Care, but it is once again a lighter periwinkle kind of color, so these are already a little bit more tough to apply, especially because something I noticed while applying this polish is that it was quite hard to not overwork this one, because every single time you ran the brush across the nail again, you picked up a little bit of pigment from the previous layer, and that is something that was just a little hard for this color. Of course, as I mentioned, it is a lighter color, so you will definitely need 2 coats at least if you have longer nails like I do and you want a more opaque end result. Personally, I don't like my natural smile line to really peek through a creamy color like this one. So yeah, I would definitely recommend to go for 2 coats, but maybe if you do have shorter nails and you might apply a little bit of like a thicker coat, you might be like rocking it with 1 coat, but I'm not quite sure. I think this one is definitely a 2 coater for most nail length. But yeah, it is just such a lovely color. As I mentioned, like periwinkle, lavender, bluish, purpley kind of colors are like the bomb.com this year. At least the Pantone color of the year is like a periwinkle. I really like it. It is quite cute. It is very wearable. I feel like it is a color that matches a lot of different skin tones as well, and you can just do so many cute designs with it. As you will see a little later in this video when I am going to apply the top coat, I have just decided to add a couple of like nail gems or nail crystals as well. Just to spice it up a little bit, because this was actually my full-on work week wearing manicure, if you know what I mean. So I actually wore this for like 6 days, I guess, before I took it off. It didn't chip. I had a little bit of tip wear, but that was just because I have a very manual full-time job next to doing YouTube. So it is pretty much like I can't not ever have any tip wear, especially on really busy days at work. I just have a little bit of tip wear at the end of the week. That's like pretty normal to me. So that's not something that was due to this specific polish or brand or anything like that. But yeah, I think if you don't have a manual job like I do, this one will stay put on your nails for a really long time, because as I mentioned, after working 6 days, and just having a little bit of tip wear, like it wasn't bad at all. It was only noticeable, like really taking a close look, like that nobody does that, only I do. And of course you do while watching these videos. But yeah, it's just something that happens. So only having a little bit of tip wear after such an intense work week is pretty good, if you know what I mean. So no chipping at all or anything like that. Of course, a good prep is always something I would recommend if you do have quite flexible nails that nail polish just flakes off, chips off and stuff like that. Definitely make sure that your prep is decent so your manicure actually lasts a lot longer. And of course, another tip that I would like to share is to just use some cuticle oils every now and then. You don't have to do this daily if you just can't remind yourself to do so, because to be honest, if I apply cuticle oil twice a week to my nails, that is already a lot. Like, I'm really proud of myself for actually reminding myself to do so. So yeah, that is something that can help, but don't like beat yourself up because of it or about it if you forget. One thing that can help from like chipping, tip wear, stuff like that, is to cap off the edges of your nails with a layer of the base, one layer of the colored coat and one layer of the top coat as well. It just really seals in your manicure, and just make sure you don't have tip wear as easy as you would have without doing that. And of course, it prevents chipping as well. But once your colored coat is completely dry, I am going in with the Mirror Top Coat by PJR Care. This one is just as good as the base coat. Once again, the brush is a little narrow to my personal preference and my personal liking, but you know, it is all up to like opinions and personal preference, as I mentioned. Definitely let me know if you like more narrow brushes or just medium ones, like this one pretty much is. It isn't that narrow, but it is just a little narrow to me. Or if you are like me and you like more wide brushes, let me know in the comment section down below. And as I mentioned a little earlier in the video, I am going to apply some crystals. These are just some random nail gems that I ordered from AliExpress maybe like 2 years ago already. I can't even remember when I got these. I am going back into doing AliExpress hauls, as you might have already seen in one of my previous videos like 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago. I'm not quite sure how long it's been already. So yeah, just stay tuned for more AliExpress nail art stuff that I will be sharing and using in my videos as well. Because I have had a couple of comments of people saying like, okay, AliExpress unboxing haul videos, well, that's all fun and games, but are you actually going to use it? Because I feel like people think or have experienced people doing AliExpress unboxing or haul videos and never using the products. Well, that is something that I am really strongly against, because I feel like if you purchase something, you should definitely give it a try and use it, because otherwise it's a waste of money. And you know, times are tough. You don't want to waste money on like ridiculous stuff, and you won't use it anyway. So, you know, I'm just going to use the stuff that I order, because otherwise, what's the use of ordering it anyway? So, yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, I just applied a couple of gems into the wet layer of top coat that I am going to apply. I applied 3 gems to my thumb, just down like the length of the nail. You can do whatever placement you like, to be honest. You can really play around with it. The only thing is, you want to work quite fast if you're going to do this with regular nail polishes like I do. If you are working with gels or anything like that, you have a way longer like work time like curve, I would say, in which you can place the gems, just scoop them around a little bit if you don't like the placement. You don't really have a long time span for that when doing this with regular nail polishes like I'm doing in this video. So yeah, just apply quite a generous layer, press the gem into that wet top coat and just let it set on its own, because especially this top coat, the mirror shine one by PJR Care, it is quite fast drying. I wouldn't say it is the fastest one, but it is quite fast. So I say you have like 30 seconds to really place it and push it in there before it is already starting to settle in, harden out and dry. So yeah, of course, don't forget to cap off the edges with the top coat layer as well. Just let it dry for, I'd say, 10 minutes in total. Of course, you want to make sure that your previous layers are pretty much dry. I'd say like 90% dry before going in with your top coat. Especially with fast drying top coats, they actually make sure that your previous layer dries a little faster too, so you can just apply it once it's like 90% dry already. But yeah, this was the entire new nail polish of the week video. Let me know what you think about this color, and as usual, I love you so much, and I hope to see you in my next video as well.